Okay, in this video we are going to have a look at embedding files and linking files. This satisfies criteria 5.1 and 5.2, and primarily this is a way of accessing a different file, displaying it in your PowerPoint. But the difference between embedding and linking really all comes down to about what happens when you try and amend the file within the presentation. So if you try and amend an embedded file, it doesn't affect the original file at all. I will demonstrate what that means. So if we want to embed a file, what we'll do is we'll embed that outline Word document that we used previously to create these additional slides. So if you go to your Insert tab, and then we're going to choose Object. We will create from a file because we have this file existing already, and let's just have a look for our file called Outline. There we are. And this, in the first instance, we're just going to embed this, and if we click OK, here is the text of the file that we have now placed in our document. We can double click on this, and this will allow us, it will open up a version of Word, or a Word viewer that we can go in and we can mess this about with. So I've got there cooking apples. Let's put there toffee apples, and then I can close that, and we can edit it in a sort of Word format, but this does not affect the original file, because when we go back to the original file you'll see it still says cooking apples. So this part here satisfies criteria 5.1. If we are to, rather than embedding a file, if we link it, it's essentially a similar process where we click on Object again. We're going to create it from our existing file. So my file is currently on the desktop. There's Outline. Only this time I'm going to click Link. Now when we put this in, it can be seen here that we've got cooking apples as opposed to our toffee apples, but when we attempt to edit it, it takes us to the original file where we can make some changes. Let me see, red juicy apples, and when we come back, if we save this and attempt to put it back in again, there you see red juicy apples, red juicy apples. So this maintains a live link between the original file, and that's the difference between linking and embedding, and that will satisfy criteria 5.2.